Hey guys, as we all know, there is no such thing as a perfect couple. There are definitely some couples that are better than others, but no such thing as perfect. Everybody argues about something, and everybody has issues with certain things. So this is completely from my experience. Here is a list of stupid things couples fight about. The number one thing most couples fight about is where or what to eat. Nobody wants to make the decision. You're always jumping around, well, what do you want? Well, what do you want? It goes back and forth forever, it seems like. You can never decide. And then it turns into a fight because at the end of it, you're like, well, fine, we'll just eat this. And that's just what you end up eating. And it's never what anybody wants, just because nobody wants to make the decision. Another thing I found that a lot of couples fight about, which is really stupid, is the music in the car. Even if you guys agree on what kind of music you like, you always have that one person who likes to consistently change the radio stations in the middle of a song. That's Wyatt. And you can't win because either you don't agree on the music you want to listen to at all, or, B, you're just constantly, it's annoying. So that's another thing couples fight about. Now, here is a really funny one. I have actually had this happen to me on numerous occasions where Wyatt and I have actually fought about agreeing on something. And it makes life actually pretty interesting. We literally had a 20-minute argument saying the same thing. It was one of those days where, he had to be right and it had to be his idea. So when I said it wasn't okay. We had a 20-minute argument about agreeing. Another thing that Wyatt and I argue about is the covers on the bed. I like them tucked into the side of the bed because I hate it when they get wrapped around my feet. I don't like that at all. And he likes it when his feet are out from under the covers. So this is a constant battle all night long of us just arguing pretty much in our sleep because you can't win that way. One person is always going to be unhappy. So this one I'm really bad at, and this is my fault, and I completely admit it. I'm really bad at pushing the snooze button. I have tried setting my clock to when I'm actually getting up, and I know that's when I actually get up, but some reason just the thought of hitting that button helps me for some reason in the morning, and he will yell at me every day because I have to hit the snooze at least 3 times, and it really annoys him. So that's another thing we fight. Now, this is probably one of the stupidest things I have ever argued with anybody about. Anyone who has ever lived with somebody else knows how frustrating it is to have the toilet paper not be replaced. That I could understand. We actually argue about the toilet paper not facing the correct way. He can leave, the toilet paper roll completely empty and not replace it, but God forbid I put it on there facing the wrong direction. That is a crime. We also seem to have a daily argument about clothes being on the floor. I will yell at him to pick them up and put them in the hamper. It's a pretty simple thing. And he will yell at me that they're fine on the floor. Every day. This is a constant battle to put the dirty clothes from the floor to the hamper. Apparently, it's pretty complicated to ask. The last thing that most couples fight about, or at least that I have a problem with, is the toilet seat. Now, anybody who has had this problem before, you're half asleep in the middle of the night, you get up to go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, your knees are hitting your chest, and you have that instant cold feeling on your ass. You will never know true fear until that, because it happens in a matter of seconds. And I'll tell you what, any guy who has ever experienced that happening to them will never leave the toilet seat up again. Ever. Ever. These are some of the experiences I've had with stupid reasons that couples fight. Feel free to comment any reasons you can think of that you and your significant other fight, and any comments or ideas otherwise of this. Make sure to check out my blogger. It's bug43.blogspot.com. I put more interesting stuff on that as well. So I guess I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.